What's going on, everybody?
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? How are
We
you
got
guys
people
doing?
tuning in already.
That's awesome.
They're wondering. They're wondering what's going
Love it.
on. Yeah, we didn't do one last week. We changed it up.
Yeah.
No, we had my shows, and Andrew had some stuff to do.
Yeah. Grandkids had to go visit the grandkids,
Yeah.
So that kind of we took a break.
Yes, and I got to work on some graphics. This is not permanent. I got to figure something else out. But
I like it though.
yeah, I
really
like it. I like this background. Hey, what's
Wally,
up, Wally?
Wally, how are you doing, sir? How is Wally today?
We got the background was on my Adobe. That it was a lizard background, and it doesn't look like a lizard background until you zoom in.
Oh,
and then it looks scaly.
Oh,
it's pretty cool. What's
Wally,
up, Adam?
I did not get a chance to check out your video yet today because I've been busy all day registering Andrew for school. But after this is over, I will go on and watch it.
Facebook user, hi, what's up? Just let us know who you are, and I'll say what's up.
Yeah, I don't know what's up. Facebook user, I can't see who you are. So
Facebook has
how
a
you
thing
doing?
where you got to okay that we can see your name, or jump over to the YouTube channel and we can see you if you got a
Fauna
YouTube
Radio.
account. Sup, no worries. And yeah, I got to get going on the stuff. I was editing video yesterday of the last two expos I was in.
Adam.
So you got some packages too, didn't you? You got packages that I didn't send.
Yes. I got a box from Wally, which the video will be out tomorrow. Very cool stuff in that. I got the box from you. Oh, it's Leo.
Oh, Leo, what's up, Leo?
And what I got from you is beautiful stuff. What I got from Wally's beautiful stuff. I got some dubs yesterday. And then I got a bunch of stuff to take care of stuff. It was like Christmas around here yesterday. Packages flying everywhere.
I'm going to be honest. When I sent the stuff, I knew, I was going to send you a blood pair. I knew that. And I was going to do a blood pair, and I kept looking, and I'm like, looking at Sibling, I'm like, no, it might as well go to him. He'll do something with it. And then I had no clue what else I was going to send you until I just started pulling out my racks. And I had 40 geckos on my sort table. And I'm like, all right, let's figure this out.
That's what I like, though. I'm going to tell you, I'll be honest with you. I find it I found it a lot of fun to just have you send stuff. And then, like what I did with Wally there, the same thing, let him pick it out and decide. It was because you never know. It's like I said, it's just exciting to get it. And then you're like, wow. And then what I have already. So it helped out where isopods are different, they're all their individual little things. So
isopods are fun. And I need to, when I set up my Dubia rooms for what OE's doing, Orner Exotic's doing, I think I'm going to jump into some more isopods and stuff. But I enjoy isopods more than selling them. I enjoy them. I like what they do. And most people don't know I lost a lot of my dairy cows because I had 2 colonies kind of crash, but I didn't lose them all. So I think there were so many in there, I didn't change the soil. So now I did what Wally said. I took some of that soil and I mixed it in new soil. And now they're breeding again. Now they're blowing up.
I had that happen with powder blues, and Wally was like, well, how many powder blues did you have in there? And I was like, I don't know. And he looked, he's like, well, you had way too many.
Yeah, you got to watch that.
I need to divide that up.
I literally took dairy cows because they're producing, and I just threw a bunch of my chameleon cages. And I'm going to give you a hint, Adam. If it's a hatchling, baby hatchlings are good for the first 2 weeks. Some people do it until they're 10, 12 grams. I put the animals together until they shed and they start eating, and then I'll separate them. Sometimes I won't if I know this sounds bad, but if they're lower end stuff and I need the room, I'll keep them together. But that's how you get them nip tails. Yep, and it lost a few tails. That's exactly what happens.
And you do such a large number. That's what Big G. You're different than I am. I never put any together. I always keep them separated. But you do such a larger scale than I do. So
Well, I do it at first so I can keep track because I've had, and now I breed enough, guys, and it happens. Any breeder that sits there and says every single hatchling I ever hatch lives, it's wrong. I'll get a deformed baby. I'll get a baby with short arms. I've had babies that just won't eat, and it just happens. Now, can I say it happens hundreds of times a year? No, but it does happen. But I find that if I put the siblings together for the first 10 or so days, I keep track because I have a hatchling rack just for hatchling some days. And then they get moved to their permanent racks. Like I have a bellow vinyl rack, and I got a rainwater rack, and I got a radar rack, and I got two clouded racks. Don't judge me. And that's how it goes. And now that I'm revamping everything, that's why I kind of shut down this year. The rest of the year, I'm not breeding. I'm revamping everything. I'm revamping my wholesale technique, my what I take to shows, how I take to shows. So everything's getting revamped, and we're gonna go from there. We got Big G in the house. We got a ton of stuff. What containers do you guys sell adult dubias to pet stores in? The 32-ounce jellies can only fit a dozen or so. I would bag them. That's exactly what I'm doing. I know this is bad. Oh God. I've already looked in custom bags with that little logo I created.
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And if they return them bags to me because they're reusable and washable, they return them bags to me. I give them a small credit for my wholesale clients.
Well, handy dandy. Thank you. That's awesome.
Big G, say hi. Oh, there it is. And Handy Danny has been waiting all day for fun. That's what I'm talking about. She knows what's up.
Yeah.
But dubias. Now I know there's going to be people asking us about dubias. I have 2 to 3 colonies any given time for Orner Exotics. That's what I breed. Now in the last, I would say 3 weeks, I got 6 more colonies. Now my colonies start with, I got a bunch off Wally. I put that in one box. I literally just put that in one colony. But then I'm buying 25 to 30 females per 5 males, and I put it in a colony. And I'm starting them colonies out. Here's my theory.
See what Adam says?
Are you going to be my... Yes, Adam, I sure will. My prices are going to be amazing. I'm working on... I think I'm going to be listing what I feed the dubious too. And I want to do that for the people to say, hey, Wally brought something up, and I'm doing a test with shadows. I'm going to feed them a lot more protein. More protein to see if they produce more. And I don't want to feed those off. Protein can hurt animals, hurt reptiles. So I'm trying to do the lowest protein I can and still produce dubias on a high level. Now, there's a lot of info out there that is untrue about dubia roaches. I found this out in the last month. And bless Jillian's heart and Rainbow, she's helped me out. They don't have babies every month. I got a scientific paper that says they have babies every 48 to 68 days.
So it's like every other month then?
Yeah, every other month on average. So all my numbers I base off is every 60 days. I'm just going to go on 60-day average and stuff like that. I'm trying to do the food thing properly so people can buy from me and know that they could probably feed it right out of the tub. That's how much I'm going to feed. I feed my dubias almost daily right now. If there's no food in there, greens, I feed them oranges. I feed apples.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you guys this now. I was talking to, I think it was Wally, and oranges are great, but they don't care what the fruit is. They honestly don't care.
I'll be honest with you, though. I'm going to tell you, if I throw an apple in mine, they just kind of avoid it for some reason. They don't like the apples, but an orange, they'll eat it like
I think it's the citrus. But
I use the pet burger. Is it no the bug burger?
Bug burger.
I take bug burger, and then as I clean, I got all the leftover stuff from the crested geckos, the crested gecko diet that's left over, and I'll mix that in with that and put it in there, and they eat it. Bananas, I've had them eat bananas.
What's up, Theo?
Crazy.
Bananas, I notice if I put the banana peel in it and they clean the banana peel.
Yep.
And then I take the banana peel from the dubias and I give it to the shadows.
And they eat, then they finish it off.
They finish off. They don't leave anything. But the dubia thing has been really big because I've been out there talking to dubia breeders and I'm trying to buy out collections. I mean, I literally like, how many colonies you got? They're like, oh, I have 10. I want them all. And they're like, what? I'm like, I want them all. How much? But I'm trying to get where I have by January, February, we have 20 to 40 colonies going. That's my goal, to have that. But my theory was I could buy 25 to 30 females right now that are adult, and I could produce 1,000 babies. By the time January, February comes up, I'll have 1,000 babies and adults, or I can buy 1,000 babies and grow them up for that time.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm going to do a little of both.
1,250 is what I got yesterday.
I use Pangea pig and anything else laying around.
Yeah,
let's see. My dubias have been devouring 2 parts oats, 1 part chicken feed, 1 part guinea pig food, then carrots, oranges, and they destroy cherries and clean the pit 100%. That's an idea. I got rabbit food, a low protein rabbit food right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dubias.
Wait, did you ever think of turtle food?
Every turtle food I've been looking at is higher in protein. I'm at my rabbit food's only 6% protein. And
yeah,
all the turtles are like 8% to 20%.
But would it hurt to skip the rabbit food and just do turtle food? Because and then mix it in with other things like chicken feed and stuff like that.
I don't know. I'm trying. I'm not totally sure. There's, that's something I could try. Because the dubia thing is, I think the reason that so much information is not out there is the people that successfully breed on a high scale don't let all the information out.
No.
Because you could put a colony together and feed your collection. They're like, that's a lost customer. But someone coming in wants to produce, 200 to 500,000 a month, that's going to bump into their production. Even though, like, I'm not going to produce what DubiaRoach.com does. I mean, DubiaRoach.com has to be producing 1 million a month, if not more.
Well, how about we get together and we work this out and try to put them down? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well,
I couldn't have that many. No way.
Well, what I thought about is I sat there and I was like, I was only going to offer to my wholesale customers. That's only thing I was going to do. I talked to my buddy Dan. He said he'll buy anything I got. I talked to a couple other pet stores. They said yes. I talked to a friend that owns a zoo. He says, got it. Gary, I'll rather buy from you. And I'm like, perfect, And then I thought, I'm like, wait a second. I can offer it to customers. I can offer this great thing to customers. And back in my Pro Herps days, I wouldn't worry about nothing. I just do what I want to do and go do it.
That's the way. Yep.
And I need to get back to that level and way and produce the dubias and no, I'm not doing crickets. Hell no, I'm not doing crickets.
Huh. So Wally, you're in here. You've been doing dubias for a long time. Like, what would be the protein intake that you would cut off? Like, what percentage? Would 8% be too high? 6%? What? If he's still in here, I don't know if he's still in here.
There's a gentleman that's over in the UK. I forget his. He does so many dubia. Like
Northern Exotics.
It might have been. He was even testing UVA and UVB on the dubias.
I think that's who that is.
I was like, well, they like the dark, and he cut that out really quick. I was like, well, they like the dark. I found that if you have them in a dark tub, they breed faster.
Yep.
Okay. Everything I do is based on long discussions with a breeder, probably as big as a roach crossing. Everything I do is based on long discussion with a breeder, probably as big as... Okay. All right, we're going to get rid of that one.
Yeah.
I figured out what it was now. I was a little slow there for a minute. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to offer good quality stuff to my section. And the reason there's a need for it. There's people going, I need dubias, I need dubias, I need crickets, I need crickets. I'm not doing crickets,
No.
but I don't even think I'm going to breed goblins on a level to sell them as feeders. I want to breed goblins for myself.
Yeah, I was going to say, Wally, I remember you did a video on it, but I thought that was a video breakdown of what proteins were in the dubias and not what the food intake should be. I see now. Yeah, you're going to have to block that guy all the way around.
Yeah, I blocked him.
What I was going to say is, I would think about crickets, like, because I got the next door. I could definitely do that over there. But
Yep.
I don't know, man. The crickets, you forget about them for a day, and you got a smelly situation on your hands.
Crickets just suck. I mean, I
that's
hate
okay.
Crickets.
I don't mind because I do get, 1,000 of them or 2,000 of them, and I feed them to my crested geckos and things like that. But to breed them, I don't know if I could do that. And they're easy to breed.
Crickets, yeah, they're real easy to breed. Guys, in case anyone forgot, Wally only has one gecko. One gecko.
There, I don't know. You're blocking them on here. You got to go on to Fauna Radio itself. Hold on, and block them. You got to go on to Fauna Radio YouTube channel and block them.
Let's see what I can do. I'll do that while we talk.
Yeah, because that's where he's coming from on a YouTube channel and block him.
And let's see if we can do that. I just got so many channels.
Yeah.
Some people are just crazy.
But I'll tell you, you're successful when you got a troller in here.
Yeah, I know. At least he's helping the algorithm,
Yeah.
You're going to help it out and get us out there more. Isn't that great?
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
Even if you hit the thumbs down, did you block them on there? That's what you got to do. You got to go on and block them on there.
I'm blocking on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going there.
Successful, by the way.
Remove. There we go. Oh, look at that. There we go. I'm on here now. Let's see what we can do. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll add a bunch of mods. Look at this. Boom. I'll add a bunch of mods.
Yeah, make me a mod over there too.
Yeah, I'm on here now. I'm gonna make everyone mods. I know.
That's what I do. And then all my friends are on there, and they just up and boot them out right away, and it's done that way. Make Big
go.
G a mod.
Yep, I already did. I did that too.
That's awesome.
There we go. There we go. Well, yeah, we get people, them haters. Haters are going to hate.
Always do. There you guys go. If you see a hater on there, boot them to the curb, people.
So,
and please hit the thumbs up. It helps get it out.
There we go. Now we're good. I think we got it all taken care of now. Yeah, I am. I got off the Adam. I got off the page, man. I got off this page, and it was crazy. I gotta show you guys.
Bouncers in the house.
Bouncers in the house. Tommy, how you doing, Tommy?
Tommy, what's up,
dude? Everyone's got haters. Everyone's got someone that does that. And guess what? He can sit there and listen. I don't care. They can have some fun. OrnerCricket.com. I just registered it now. You have to buy it from me. I don't do crickets. I don't do crickets.
There you go. Now, see, I would do it, but I don't have the money to buy the name from you there.
Domains are cheap. I got some really cool domains that people don't even know about. I got like REPTILEPage.com. Do you know what I was going to do with REPTILEPage.com? I was going to make it like a directory where people could, like a yellow page, but for reptiles and veterinarians and stuff. And stuff like that. Going across that. Nick, dude. I'm telling you, I do. I got the wacky stuff, but I do got bold tangerines. I have a lot of stuff.
The blood tangerines I got yesterday are just mind-boggling. I mean, pictures don't do it justice.
I have a problem. I don't show everything. I take stuff to shows and like, where'd this come from? And I'm like, yeah. It's not that I don't show it. It's more of I don't have time. So I mean, we got to deal with like I got to work and then I got to come home and I got to clean and then I sit down and Andrew found out I play video games. I was playing Apex.
That's cool though. Well, I knew you play video games because my son's always like, "You see his score on there?"
Yeah, I was not playing good before this though. I was not playing good. I play Apex Legends. Anyone wants to play with me? I'm on Origin as Boomslang, and I go under the handle of Boomslang ESPN. It's kind of like a joke against Twitch people.
Well, I know like that Max Snow Raptor with the stripe that I got from you. That thing is mind-blowing. I had no idea something like that even existed like that one.
That's a special animal. It's out of my thick stripe stuff. I used to post some stuff about thick stripe about 3 years ago.
Thick stripe? That ain't even a word for that thing. Holy cow. I don't have a picture of it either.
Yeah, it's just something that's special. I actually had that one up for sale. And then I took it down, and I think it's going to fit with you. You're going to get reverse stripes and thick stripes out of it for sure. It's going to happen. The Raptor Eclipse just is mind-boggling to me. I can't get Eclipse out of anything. I can't. It just won't happen. But that animal is going to be great. You could take that into your blood project and get thick stripe bloods. The ones that aren't snow. Snow doesn't go good with blood. But since it's just a Max Snow, only 50% of the babies would be Max Snow. So if you get that thick stripe blood and get that project going, that would be a pretty insane animal. A blood with a solid black line down the back.
Well, yes, that might be another project a year down the road. But I was thinking because it's already so big, and you said you didn't breed it this year.
Nope, I don't. I don't sell I sell only virgins.
I was thinking about putting the
what's up, Facebook user?
The Tangerine Raptor, white and yellow.
Yeah,
to it.
You'll start when the Eclipse goes and the Max Snow go in with white and yellow. The Max Snow will mess with it, and you'll be able to tell the white and yellow easier.
Yeah.
That would actually be something really cool. I don't know if you're going to get thick stripes out of the white and yellow part, but the ones that aren't white and yellow, you'll get some really cool stuff. I have a Snow Raptor reverse stripe project started with some hatchling I produced. That's all you got to do, man. Just start it. You see something you want, you start breeding for it. What's up, Roy? How you doing?
I know that one is phenomenal.
Yeah.
She's in shed right now, though.
I knew you would appreciate it. And if you notice how I did it, I kind of put the really good stuff in the one box, and then the other stuff was like, I didn't know what one you were going to open first. I was like, I'm going to put the letter in this one. And I gave you the background of every single one and what I was thinking. That's
what I got right here.
Yep.
And boy, when you gave me the background, Wow.
And people at the shows, they know if they contact me, sometimes you got to contact me like 3 or 4 times. This phone goes off constantly. And I'll get the background to anybody about anything. If I started the project, if I bought it out, I'll go all the way back to where I purchased the animal.
Hey, Roy, how you doing?
What's up, Moon? And I breed my albino Max Snow with a fancy, and it created a Max Snow. Yeah, your Max Snows are going to produce 50%.
That's Leo, right?
No, that's not Leo this time. We got 2 Facebook users now. Moon says, what's up? How you doing?
Thank you, Big G. That'll be cool.
There we go, Discord.
I'm a member of his Discord. Great. I always get messages. You missed a message. Check it out right away.
I need to start doing that, man. I need to start getting into stuff like that because you talk to more people than I do. You're like, I talk to Big G and I talk to Wally. I'm like, dude, I
talk to everybody. I try to talk to everybody because you know what? I think it's good, makes me feel better. makes me feel better to try to make people feel better. So when I talk to people, I try to make,
I have our secret society chats, I call them.
Yeah.
I got one that I sent you. Sweet, I will be joining that Discord because I have Discord because I'm a video game guy. You have so many projects in the works. Tell me about it. And that's why, Wally, to tell you the truth, I sat down this after Sewerfest. It was after Sewerfest. I sat down and I was like, I prioritized and I cut my list in about half.
Don't let Gary in, Big G.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. It's all good though. But I cut my projects in half, and I'm starting to focus on Orner Exotics and trying to get this done. And I'm trying to, like I said, the dubias are to get me out of my job. That's so I'm not working and punching the clock for somebody else. And we got Luna Gay. I miss it. Chelsea, she misses Big G. Jeez, Big G, don't talk to Chelsea anymore.
Yeah.
Jeez. We need Gary because people ask questions that I can't answer. I don't know everything, though.
I don't know. You've answered every question I've ever asked.
Well, it's experience. I tell people that I don't know how do I say it? Like, this works for me, and this is what I do. Because, I mean, sometimes I do something, and it might not work for a person.
That's true.
And
yeah, I knew who Handy Dandy is and who Chelsea is. I know who it was.
Oh, see, I didn't know it was Chelsea Handy Dandy. Handy Dandy. If he just keep telling an adult until someone listens. But yeah, I had to cut my projects and down, like the reptileroom.org. Everyone complains about Facebook. It's coded, it's done, it's up. No one uses it. So
see, when I ask you a question, but you know what helps is all the leopard geckos that I have in my collection at the moment have come from stuff that you have bred. So you know the background. So when I ask you a question, it's much easier for you to answer that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way it should be. And that's why I'm going to wholesale geckos to pet stores with known genetics.
That's funny. That's fun. Waiting for here.
Yeah, we should have a party. We should have a big party. We should see do you know what we should do? We should see if we can have 10 people on here.
That would be great.
That would be great. 10 breeders, round table it up, and just go at it. We'll talk about anything. Get like Big G, Wally. We'll get Handy Dandy, Nanette. Like I said, let's just get everyone on, and then we'll just talk to everybody and everything.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Nicholas, I like the jungle look. I like the jungle pattern.
And if you like the bold body, the bloodline will do that for you. A blood is a really bold, like it'll give you that deep black. Yeah, Sykes has that sunburst name. I wanted it. So I call it Sunstorms. I'm trying to.
Poppy's gonna. You see what Adam said? Big G's gonna be at the end of the bed, and Poppy's gonna have the pillow.
That's awesome. Let's see. Friday nights used to be our date night, not anymore. Well, it's date night here. Don't worry about it.
Just hang out here with us.
Nicholas, I have some sweet NT blood cross next season. Blood is awesome. I have two Max Snows about to hatch, and my female is about to lay again. I just bought a Harlequin to breed with my pinstripe tricolor cresty, and it turned out to be female. Ooh. It's never bad to have too many females. Seriously, it's not. What's up?
Ed from CMC. How are you doing, Ed? I was talking to Ed earlier today too. It was pretty cool.
If I could transport you a beer and a slice, I'd do it now.
Yeah, well, get on him. Find out where Big G's at. He's in the kitchen getting you a slice and a beer, and he ain't got back yet.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You know what he's in there taking care of the dog. He's giving the dog some water, some food, petting the dog.
This is fun. We got a lot of watchers, a lot of interaction today.
Yep, it's good. This is a good one.
So you're gonna produce 200 to 250 geckos next year. What are you gonna do with all the geckos?
Offer them to people. You know,
offering to people. I like that. I might pair my Max No Bell head eclipse to my. Well, you're gonna beat me because I can't get the pure bloods. Well, I kind of do. To breed to my Bell stuff. So that blood Bell is an amazing animal. That male, the male that makes those. That's what I'm talking about. Banana. That's what I'm talking about. Banana.
Yeah, banana.
Oh my. So things are going good now. Things are rocking and rolling.
Things are going good, yeah. Yeah.
So anything else happening out that way?
Not really. Just it's been hot. It's going to be really hot this next week. It's like 100 degrees every day. I mean, it's not like hot down south or East Coast where it's humid, but
it's a dry
scorching.
Heat.
It's a dry, scorching heat.
Let's see what this is.
Oh no! Look what Wally put. Oh my God.
We are working on that, Nicholas. I promise we are working on that. We're in the making to get that done. We are. I'm thinking of. I have a friend that started something else, and Andrew brought it up to me, and I'm thinking of a few ways. I just got to talk to Andrew outside of radio.
Yeah.
And see what we want to offer on that site, and see if that might be a good way for us to go. I'll have to go up to Andrews and pick up a gecko next year. Yes, you do.
That works.
That's
I have a whole facility.
About.
I'll have a whole facility going by then.
Becky, get today's box of bugs. That's what I'm talking about. Weekly bugs.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Weekly bugs.
I know. I wasn't giving you permission, but I'm just saying I concur with you. You don't ever have to ask me permission for nothing, but I concur with you. I agree with you. So no, we did not get the book. We did not get the box of the Bug of the Week Club yet, because we were under the impression it was the Bug of the Month Club, but I guess it was the Bug of the Week Club.
It is Bug of the Week
Club. And that's when it shows is going directly into the trash can. Oh my God!
You wait till you see the video tomorrow. Wally's video is going up tomorrow. The one with the stuff I got from Gary went up today.
With the list of the isopods you got, that's gonna be a hot video.
Yes, that's gonna be a hot video. I'm gonna do more videos as they go up because I did the opening, I did the setup, and then I am going to constantly do checkups on it. Then I also got to do the video of the beetle, the peanut beetle thing. Yes. I didn't tell nobody about that. Yes.
We don't know what you're talking about, but what's this all about?
This is something awesome.
We're getting radio signals from the moon.
Yes, we are. Yes, and it's awesome. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Facebook, it should be wherever you started watching it on Facebook. If it was on one of the Leopard Gecko sites, it should be a setting right when you click the live button, or you can go over to Fauna Radio, a YouTube channel, and if you have a YouTube account. But I don't know if you can go back and redo it without refreshing the thing. I'm not totally sure how the Facebook thing works.
I could tell you what they are.
What's that?
The fat tails.
Oh yeah, we need to know them.
Okay, they are wild type, but they're het for patternless and het for Oreo, which is going to be great.
Them are two very, very cool traits. Dude, I'm telling you, by the time next year, you're going to be having like 27 species coming out of your place. I'm
excited about it. I hope so. That would be cool.
That's all that matters. we're having fun. You got fat tails now. You got cresteds. You got gargies. You got leopards. Isopods. I think you got the isopods good now.
Leonardo, yes, we can see you.
I can see you now. Look, it's Leo. We can see him. Yep. I think Leo has 1 or 2 geckos. I didn't see him last show, so I don't know if he still has geckos or not.
Yeah, it's hard to say. He should have been there picking stuff up. When's your next show?
On the 29th in Green Bay.
Green Bay. Leo.
Hey, do you know what I could do? Ha ha, Wally, you got to drive. I don't. Literally.
Did you go to... Does Wally go to that show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not going to say he's going to be there at this show, but I'm pretty sure he is. I'm almost certain he is.
But, you know, I have a friend that goes to all these shows, but they never get the editing done to put the videos up. Gary.
What's that video up?
Of the shows.
Oh.
People saying hi.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just messing with you.
No, I've been busy. Well, I got a lot of the high cam. A lot of people love the high cam. So I think I got like 20 minutes of high cam of like everybody, especially at Sewer Fest. I even got Shane, the person that runs the show. He did the high cam like 4 times. Every time he seen me, he took the cameras aside.
So are you going to put them all into one video, or are you going to divide them up into videos?
I'm going to divide them up because Janesville and Sewer Fest, I mean, I do have my favorite, but I do like all my shows I do. I like the expos that we do. He's going to be there for sure. That's a journey. It's not a journey, just go.
Well, you know what that means, Leonardo? Pretend you go there and have Gary ship them to you.
Gary's videos don't exist unless we see them. I love it. And so I want to separate them because I want to give each like show their own video. I got Wally was set up like one away from me. He was set up in the same spot, Sewer, and then there was another gecko guy between us. I forget his name. He's gonna kick my butt. Really good guy, awesome guy, and that was me. So we had like a miniature gecko alley going again. We gotta go row. I may need another Picta. I know that there's going to be Picta geckos at the Green Bay show. I know this for a fact.
Guarantee it.
I promise you, we can hook you up.
Yeah, well, you know, Luna, yes. I am getting these from Luna Geckos. I did not get a chance to get to that point yet. But let me tell you, if you guys go to his website, he has a collection of some amazing looking, just mind-blowing fat tail geckos.
Why do they gotta be fat tails? Why can't they be skinny tails?
I don't know.
Or perfect tails.
Or perfect tails, yeah. Well, you know, why don't you drop your link in here, Luna, so people can hop on over if they want to pick something up.
Yeah, if you're a moderator and you guys want to be a moderator on the channel, as long as you're a good listener, like a normal listener, I'll do it. And you can post links all day long. And Luna is a moderator, so post a link. And if you're on Facebook, post a link. I don't care.
You know, Becky's dad is full-blooded Italian, so we knew who that was.
Go Dogecoin. I'm just letting you guys know, go Dogecoin. It's almost 30 cents.
They should have bought it when it was like a penny or a half.
You guys are getting a Dogecoin. I bought in when it was like 3 cents. It went all the way to 72 cents, and I had high dreams. I had like 10,000 of them, and then it went down to like 19 cents. I should have sold.
You should have sold.
What? Get that up there, Gary. I'm going to possibly hit a Black Knight Max Snow Eclipse. There you go. Get that Black Knight stuff in. Why are they fat tails? Why are they leopard? Why can't they be tiger? Yes, I agree with that. Why can't they be tiger geckos? Yeah. Why can't they be tiger geckos?
Because they'll probably rip your arm off if you opened up the thing. They have an attitude. I don't know if you ever seen them coming out of the egg, but they do seem to. Luna Geckos has a million videos of them things coming out like stalkers, man. They come right out of them deli cups, man. They want to rip your head off.
Now, there is a reason why you use Max Snow, though, and Murphy patternless with Black Knight. You guys do know the reason, right?
Why didn't you like...
Max Snow is a melanistic true because it no yellow, and that yellow's the way it gets older. And then the Murphy patternless tend to be dark.
Yeah.
The tiger gecko sound much cooler. Yes, I'm changing the name. What are they going to do to me? It's a pet trade name anyway.
Yeah.
Leopard gecko.
That's true.
Macularis. That's what it truly is, the Macularis. So I'm going to call it the tiger gecko.
Are you going to be friends with the Tiger King?
No. That guy is crazy.
Yes,
Danny,
is Joe.
My buddy Danny Mendez does Urban Jungle Radio.
Yep.
He did some interviews with the gosh dang, Joe Exotic.
Joe,
I can't even pronounce his real name, but Joe Exotic.
You know, I'm going to tell you, I used to talk to him on Facebook a lot and stuff like that, and he used to message me and talk to me and stuff. And then my son watched the Joe Exotics thing, and then he comes upstairs and says, "Dad, is there something you want to tell me?" I'm like, "No."
Joe Exotic. Okay, how can I put Joe in? For the little bit I do know of him, he does love animals, but he loves fame more, if that makes sense.
Yes.
He had to be the center.
Yep. He had to be the center of attention. If he wasn't, he didn't like it.
Yeah. So, like, when his gators died and that place burned down, he was truly upset.
Yep.
But he turned that into look at me still.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, and meth. I mean, we all know that place was full of some
crazy stuff going on over there.
I mean, if I'm not a tiger person. I don't know how to take care of tigers. I don't know how to deal with tigers. But if I did, and he offered me $1 million a year to take care of tigers I would have said no. I would have been like, I'm good. Tiger King is, he can have it. We have our Lizard King, Tom Crutchfield. Well, Tom, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, now Ty Park is trying to take that title, though.
Well, now the book Lizard King is a totally different.
Yeah,
it's a different aspect on the whole thing.
It's talking about basically smuggling.
Well, it's talking about the beginning of the whole thing back in the 70s and stuff, in the early 80s. In Philadelphia, it was all basically right out of the Philadelphia, New York area when it all started. Besides what was coming in through Florida, it was like the whole three main places.
Yeah.
Oh, Tanisha, you're never late. Thank you for popping in.
Tanisha, why is it rolling down? My thing wasn't scrolling. You're not late, Tanisha. Supreme Wally. I watched it with the wife because my wife wanted to know who Joe was, and I said, "That's Joe." And what's funny is people that watch the Tiger King now, for people that were around back then when 20 years ago, we were watching Joe on his website. He used to do exactly what we're doing right now. Yeah. He did it before it was cool. And he was talking about, he would set up dummies and blow their head off in the live stream. Joe Exotic is I don't even know how to label Joe. I don't know how. And Carol Baskin's a basket case too. She's hey, cool cats and kids. Carol Baskin. Joe Exotics. I don't know how to explain. I just don't know. It's a thing.
Carol Baskin killed her husband.
Yeah. But I kind of wanted to do something. That was my dream, is because I do filming, and I wanted to film something that was the truth about the reptile hobby. I wanted to go back and I wanted to film stuff that was, showing what the reptile hobby is. But the sad part is, guys, it would actually be a very negative. It'd be hard to keep the negative out of it. Because, the truth is, where the animals come from in the beginning was a really sad story. How to get certain animals was a really sad story. How leopard geckos started out and how they were bred from the beginning is a really sad story. If people knew truly seen it, how leopard geckos were bred when they first were brought in the country, they would flip out today. They would flip out. How never he didn't financially recover for nothing. But I mean, take Ron Tremper. He was putting 50 to 100 females in a tub and breeding.
Ow, that hurt.
So, I mean, I thought about how to do the history of reptile keeping and stuff like that, and I could get the Tom Crutchfields in there, and because Tom Crutchfield's hated by a lot of people, but he is a huge part of why we have a hobby.
Not right now.
Don Hampers,
then I'm good.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, Tom Crutchfield's like the pioneer of the whole. Started a lot of stuff you wouldn't have in a trade if it wasn't for people like Tom Crutchfield or Tom Crutchfield himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad to say, but a lot of animals died so we could have what we have today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if people knew how many ball pythons were brought in the country and still are brought into the country.
Yeah. No, back when I had the store, it was, you'd order a box and get like a couple hundred of them at a time in a box.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, and I'm not even playing with anybody. I remember ball pythons being under $3 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like $2.75.
I often wonder now that I see where it's gone. I often wonder how many didn't make it and how many morphs are never known because they didn't make it the journey or they were sold in stores as just fancy and things like that before they really got into this whole
breeding
thing.
Breeding is what got the hobby, and the morphs is what drew the craze. And Tanisha, a gecko enclosure, it really matters on what gecko. Okay, like if you want to do a natural, if it's one gecko, you don't want to do natural setup. You could put $100 to $200 into a enclosure pretty easily. You're gonna want to get UVB. All animals, no matter what, will benefit from UVB. I'm a leopard gecko breeder. They do not have to have it, but they benefit from it. They do.
Mm-hmm.
Then it just matters on what gecko you're going to have, because if it's going to be heat, if you want crested geckos, if you're comfortable, they're comfortable. Same thing with cave geckos. You don't have to have that heat, but then you get decorations, and like a adult cave geckos can go into 20 long, and you're good to go.
But she can also look right on Craigslist and pick something up for $10.
Yeah, you can look on Craigslist. What I would do is find a space in your house, how much room you got, buy an enclosure, just the enclosure, or even supplies too, and get an enclosure for that, and then we build that enclosure for the gecko that you want. And you want a gecko, we'll hook you up.
You got you covered.
We'll hook you up. And the pioneers, we can really get into the pioneers, but let's see what the rest of the comments. Don't they catch ball females and keep some to release back in place now? They've always done that. They've gotten smart. I should say in the last 18 years or so, they've gotten smart. They know that Americans and UK will pay more money for different looking ball pythons. So we used to get the females, have the females lay the eggs, release the female, and they would keep the eggs. That's how they do it. And then if they got like a pinstripe or the viper ball at one time, and albinos and all these other ones, they would sell to the highest bidder.
I could tell you something that you're doing now, since there isn't as many imports coming in as there used to be. It's kind of hurting the ball python over there, because now they're using it for food and leather and stuff like that, where they used to use them just for this and release them to keep it going. Now they're starting to make belts and shoes and stuff like that.
You ready? Did you see Tom Crutchfield's post the other day?
No.
He said that an animal would be more likely to live in the water market which I believe he meant food and leather market, than the pet trade, because the pet trade gets the worst looking animals.
Yeah.
Because the leather market and the food market want the best, healthiest animals. And I know he's also saying that some of us pet keepers don't take care of their animals, and they don't. To give another example, someone brought up, they were talking about just the UK. He was in the UK. He was talking about Brian Barczyk, how he flip-flops back and forth between rack systems and natural settings. Okay?
Yeah.
And he'll say, the rack system's the best system for it when he's talking to BHB. But then he goes to naturalistic when he's talking reptarium.
Yep.
I'll be the first to tell you, leopard geckos are not best kept in racks. They're not. They would be better off with UVA, UVB, naturalistic, with isopods and places to dig and all that stuff. They'd be better off putting a box like that than a box with nothing. Just because they breed doesn't mean they're thriving. That means they're surviving. There's a difference.
I agree.
Now, do I do it? Yes, I do it. My animals are healthy, but they could thrive more, if that makes sense to you.
Better enrichment.
Yes.
But that's why I kind of like the crested geckos a lot too, because you can actually get vivariums and make them look really good, naturalistic.
And you could do that with leopard geckos. It's just leopard geckos, since they don't need UVA and UVB, you can put them in a drawer and be done.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be done, and it's stack. People say that leopard geckos don't drink from water bowls. They will. Some people say they don't climb. They will.
I'll tell you, my females, during breeding season and stuff, I will put extra water in there because they lay eggs better when they're very good, very well hydrated. And I catch them drinking out of the water bowl, even though their whole life, most of the time, it's just misting down.
Yeah, and that's where I catch myself. I'm just like, I'm a nature guy. And I'm like, should I breed this or should I breed that? It's a financial thing for me at the same time as is it the right thing to do? I struggle with it. I really, really, really struggle with it.
Yeah, it can be. Sometimes you look at them and they're like looking at you and you're like, this ain't the best thing for you, maybe, I guess. I don't know.
Like, and then I got animals that I give the best of the best to. Like, my alligator lizards are in a naturalistic setup. And then my leaf tails are in a naturalistic setup. And
yeah, but they wouldn't survive out of a naturalistic setup, though, would they?
The leaves? No, not even close. They wouldn't even come.
How about the alligator lizards? You would want them, They
need to be cold. I guess I could do it simpler, but I like it that way. And I never see them. They never are out. They never come out. So, I mean, like, there's a fine line in a commercial breeder, a hobbyist breeder, and I'm doing a whole speech for the young explorers on the board. I'm doing a whole speech. So we'll see how that goes. I think if we didn't feel that that way to some extent, it would mean that we're pretty You're right.
I agree.
100% right. What kind of leaf tails do you have? I got mossies, and I have one satanic because I lost a satanic female after I had her for like 5-6 months, and she just died. And they're known to do that.
Dion from Reptileales, he got rid of his. He was so excited about him on video, and he had the egg hatch and the baby, and he had 2 babies. One died, and he had that one. He was so excited. He went away for a weekend, come back, and the baby was dead. And he got rid of them all. It's kind of upsetting, I guess. But we all suffer losses. We really do. It happens.
Losses suck. I shouldn't have bought wild caught. I bought wild caught, and from a good guy, it wasn't his fault. I mean, 6 months later. My mossies are more. If you're gonna buy leaf tails, any leaf tail, buy captive bred. Just buy captive bred. If you don't have the experience, buy captive bred. The wild caught animals I have in my collection, I have Memphis. I don't care. They say he's farm raised. He's wild caught. He's right out of Peru. Then the alligator lizards, of course, they're wild caught. Then I'm sure my fan foots are wild caught. Let me see what else. My satanic, my mossies. I don't think anything else is well caught.
Here's a question for you, Gary. Do you have a dream gecko? Like something you would just love to have, even if you couldn't breed it, just to have to say, look at this.
Not really. Honestly, I don't. Not a gecko. There's snakes I want to have again. There's some Bioga I want. Some cat eyes. I wouldn't mind having a king cobra. I want Gilas really bad. I want Mexican beetles really bad.
They're cool. Gila monsters are cool.
So the gecko wise, not really. There's geckos that like, oh wow, them are cool, but it's not like you live or die for me. But if I had an opportunity to get a king cobra right now given to me, I'd be like, oh, let's figure this out.
Yep. There's one gecko that I always wanted for many, many years. I had two of them, which one was a gargoyle, and I got that. But the other one is the Leachianus. I've always wanted the Grand Tiara, the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, them are definitely ones that I'm going to be working on getting in the future.
I have a friend that's selling them the adult Leachianus pair.
Yeah, I know you told me the price, but like I said, this is a future project.
Yeah, I was gonna say they are awesome. I want them pretty badly. Oh, did I put? There we go. It's all, my screen froze for a minute.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, dream stuff. What I want a mall lychee. Okay, yeah, okay. Leachianus is something I want. I don't know if I want to do it. I mean, then there's some tortoises I want. There's some dart frogs I want.
They would be cool. But here's my thing with those, okay? I would have a problem. I could probably do it next door, but if I did it in the house here, when the noise.
The chirping?
They like them. Yeah, that bothers not me, but there's a few people that'd be like,
they
chirp.
Gotta go. They'll chirp. I promise you that.
I hear some funny noises coming from my gecko room because some of them geckos call out.
Yeah, the vocals. I think all geckos have a vocal, not cord, but they're vocal in some way.
Yeah.
Because I mean the leopard geckos bark, and even adults bark. If you hit them with water, they tend to hit that Max Snow thick stripe with the water, it'll bark.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I know the what is it? The one I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head. Wait a minute, I got the paper right here because once I look at the chart, I'll know what it is. So my thing here, the Eclipse Het Bell albino.
He's cool
big.
Gecko, though. He's lavy.
You hit him with water, he comes right out and he makes noises at you.
That he's a lavender really big time.
I was gonna. I don't know if Luna Geckos is in here, Big G still, but I was gonna ask, do the Eurodactylotes make noises at all?
That's hilarious, big creaky noise.
Oh yeah, he's still in here.
Sorry, show's still on, but I got stuck on a phone call. There's
That's
no
fine.
phone calls. No play.
Yeah, you got to tell people, no, dude, I'm listening to phone or radio. You got to come back, call back. No.
I got. I have a lot of stuff coming up though. That I'm going to be trying to do. I'm going to be trying, changing the wholesale group. I have a female. Wait, what's this one say? I have a female that when I try to look at her, make creaking sound, it just jumped around.
Yeah.
I'm going to be offering at shows in 2022 known genetic animals for $50 a piece. Tell me who else does that. We're going to do that. They do, not loud, but you can hear them, especially when breeding.
That's cool.
So it's like the Bobcats.
Yeah, yeah, like yesterday.
Yeah, she got a pizza and beer. That's what we're talking about, pizza and beer.
Yeah. That's cool. At least he came back with it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Might be cold in a warm beer, cold pizza, warm beer, but he came back with it.
Oh, what did I say? Okay. I knew Adam was going to like this. How I figure is this. I'm going to be doing high end, my mid range, no matter what. They're still going to be. You trying to make me broke with womanless? Basically. Now, the known genetics for $50 a piece, and the 10 lots are going to be cheaper, and 20 lots are going to be cheaper, is wholesale, basically, to the public and to jobbers and pet stores. I'm just going to offer them at shows to people that aren't looking to buy a $300 gecko for a pet. But I'd be a hypocrite saying I want everyone to know genetics, and genetics means something to me, and then sell them animals with not known genetics. So how I'm thinking of this, if I sell you a simple Tremper albino, pos head eclipse or something like that, or a Bell albino, an average looking animal that comes out of my groups for $50. And let's say a year or two down the line, you're like, I would like to breed geckos. That gecko could be a founding part of it because you're going to know genetics. Or if I sell them to like my friend Dan and I can give him the known genetics, he can pass that on to his clientele, his customers with known genetics, and even say Orner Exotics produced this. And that's what I'm trying to do. If I'm going to push genetics and knowing genetics and making sure animals are clean, I need to do my part and have that pet quality gecko instead of saying this. Oh, you got 3 pet geckos? Oh, you shouldn't breed those because they're pet quality. You got to buy more geckos. Now I'll say, here's pet quality geckos. They're pets, but you know the genetics and you can put them in a breeding project if you choose. They might not look like the $200 geckos. They might not be the high quality or the $500 geckos, but you're going to be able to buy a 10 lot off me for like $350. So if you're on a budget and you wanted to start breeding geckos, we're going to have something for you.
Big G, I agree. Go to some shows over there. I'd have to come and see you then. Womanless?
Moving to Chicagoland, boys got to hang out. Do you know what, dude? If you move to Chicago, you're moving to Chicago. We are hanging out. Well, I'll bring the beer and the pizza. I'll bring the beer and the pizza. Hey, I know what I got. Is counting cards illegal? I don't know how to do it. I don't even know how to start doing it. I was just wondering if it was illegal.
Yeah, is it illegal or is it frowned upon?
I mean, because he's coming to my neck of the woods. Yes.
There you go.
Luna Gecko, the moon is coming to Chicago.
Yes, he is.
It gets you banned. Well, no, don't ban me. I can count cards. Look at 1 card, 2 cards.
Yeah.
I always wondered that. I mean, I don't have enough energy and brains to go into and start counting cards. I have no clue. I watched that movie 21, and I was like, yeah, I'll never do that.
Rain Man was a good one, too.
Rain Man's a great movie, and my wife and I watched that again the other night.
Yeah. That's based off a real person,
Yeah. And there's people like that just know numbers. And the most impressive thing in Rain Man to me was he read the phone book. And he memorized it. He had that point where he goes, when he's in the apartment, Tom Cruise's apartment, he goes, I don't have my books. And he hands him the phone book and he starts reading it. And then like the next day he goes to breakfast with Tom Cruise and sees the waitress's name and tells her her phone number. And he goes, I only got to the G's.
It's not illegal. It's a skill, and we back you off.
It's a skill. I'm not that skilled, so.
Yeah, you would never have to worry about it because I couldn't do it either. I have a hard time counting to 21 if I'm just playing 21.
If I'm at the blackjack table, just come up and say, how much money do you have? It'd be easier just to give it to me now. That's what you should say.
Yeah, we'll save you the time and the effort and just give it to just give it to you.
And I like playing poker. I'm decent at poker. I'm not going to say that I'm a professional I live poker. I'm one of them people that sit at the poker table. I'll sit down at like a 1-2 no limit. I'll sit down buying at $200 and I'll get it up to like $1,500, $1,600. and I think I'm immortal, and then I lose it all.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens.
Well, my brother goes, he's got a pocket for what he's going to spend and a pocket what he makes. If he bets on something and he wins, it goes into one pocket. Okay. And then when his other pocket's empty, he counts it. And every time he goes, he usually breaks like even. As he said, he figured it out. He could pretty much break even, but he doesn't ever. He can lose it, but he will never touch the money that's in the other pocket.
Yeah, I'm more of a tournament player, because I'll place in top 10 in tournaments in poker, but that's because I could grind it and I get that in poker your chip size means something in a tournament. You know, your chip size means something, but at the house it's not.
So, Big G, if you go to the thing, can you buy a box of ZD while you're there? Like you doing these illegal underground gambling things? Like, hey, I need a box of ZD. It's what's it, like $25K in the hole?
I'll just keep my money in reptiles. There it is.
There it is. Yeah, I can't be. It's cool to go to casinos because I've done it. I've gone to Atlantic City and stuff like that, but.
Look at that brand new Hard Rock Casino Resort in Rockford, Illinois. Gecko party for the guess what? I might have to be going down to Rockford. That's what I'm talking about.
I'll make the trip.
You know, when I went to Vegas, though, they shut down the whole city, and I had police escorts. No, I'm playing. Oh man. Let's see what did Leo say. He's by Miles. Miles. That's one of my best friends too. He's good people. I need to get him on here, but he's going through some stuff right now. So he's got to get
busy. Wicked Reptiles on here. We were talking about that.
Yeah, he said he would. He said,
but he's busy too, though, right?
Yeah, he said he would. I just haven't got a time. Heidi said she would. Who else said they would? Ty said he would.
Ty would be cool. Heidi would be cool.
I will say this name. I just got to. He's busy right now. Marco Shea said he would with us. That would be a really cool one. People would see that me and Mark are cool.
That's who we're working on getting next week, right?
Bobby O'Shea.
No. Bigger than Bobby O'Shea.
Do you know who Bobby O'Shea is?
Yeah, I see him. Bigger than Bobby O'Shea. I'm telling you right now.
Who are we getting on next week?
Wally Curd.
Wally?
I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry.
But we're going to be, if we're getting Wally on next week, we are totally 100% talking great white sharks.
Why, is he like an expert in it?
I think he keeps them.
Oh, he probably. Oh, yeah, he does. I see his aquariums. Yeah, he's
great white sharks.
Mm-hmm.
He only has one gecko to show. You're right. Wally is a man of many things, just like I am. But he does fish. He does more gecko species than anyone I know in the country.
Yeah,
and I'm not even exaggerating. Oh man, you don't even know. Is it a 5-minute show? You have no clue what I read that as. There was a guy back in 2013 that went by B&B Exotics.
I remember that.
And he used to say that he had 5-star geckos all the time. That's how I read that 5-star. I'm like, oh God. I have a reef tank going. I don't have any fish tanks going. I got my terrapins.
Hey, okay. Do you dose your reef tank? Just curious.
I'm going to buy the ocean, so then I have a biggest tank there is. I'm just going to buy the ocean.
Did you know? Ocean? Here's something you might not know. Did you know if you could purchase a 1 square mile of the ocean, 1 square mile in each direction, mile down, mile square, everything, did you know you'd be a billionaire? Because there's enough gold floating in 1 square mile for $1 billion. The problem is getting it out.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I didn't know that. I had no clue. Learned something new today. Wow, I had no clue. I like watching Gold Rush. You ever watch Gold Rush?
I love Gold Rush.
I like the kid. I can't think of his name.
Yep.
He doses himself. I've never seen the ocean. I'd like to. I've seen both the Pacific and the Atlantic. Yeah. I've seen both. I've been in both, and then but here's something that maybe I've never seen the Gulf.
No, I've never been to the Gulf, but I've been to the oceans.
Yep, I've been to San Diego and San Diego Beach. I just went last November. And then, of course, Daytona. I mean, what reptile person hasn't been to Daytona? Uh-oh. We need to get you to Daytona. Daytona. I can tell you stories about Daytona.
I've seen the Great Lakes.
You guys do know I'm the reason you can't have glass bottles on the boardwalk. And I'm not even making that up. I'm the reason. I'm the reason the signs are there on the Holiday Inn, or the Hilton, the Hilton. Geez, golf is in our front yard during the hurricane.
I suppose it is.
I haven't been to the Gulf of Mexico, just in Mexico, much drier and higher above sea level.
Okay, have you ever gone to the Gulf of California then? When you're in, they got some real cool stuff in the Gulf of California.
Lies. My favorite area, and this is gonna shock people, is Utah. That's my favorite part. I've been all over the United States.
Yeah, so have I.
like Utah.
I'll admit, Utah is a very beautiful place. I've been through there, and I loved it.
You want to know why I say Utah? Go ahead. Go. What's your favorite?
Arizona. I liked Phoenix. I like it. It's a beautiful place. Philadelphia, born and raised. I wouldn't give Philadelphia up for nothing, but I loved Arizona. Phoenix.
The reason I like Utah is if I went to like Kanab or went a little, or Kanab, I don't know how you pronounce it, went a little north of that, I could be, 4 hours I'd be in Vegas, a couple hours I'd be at the Grand Canyon, a couple hours I'd be in the Rockies, like deep in the Rockies. So that's why I like that area. And then I go up to the Salt Flats. Within an 8-hour drive, I would have tons of wildlife. The other place I would go is like Billings, Montana.
I'm not too far from there, a few hundred miles.
Because you're a few hundred. You can get to. You're what, 7 hours away from Yellowstone, aren't you? 8 hours.
I'm probably closer than that.
If I was to move, it would be Utah or close to Yellowstone.
Yeah, I could get there in a few hours because I know, like, my son's only 10 minutes from the border of Montana, so.
I like mountains. My wife likes the mountains. I like photography and stuff like that. I'm really big into photography. Good old photography.
Pennsylvania's nice. I don't know. You ever been to the mountains of Pennsylvania?
Yep. I used to go through Hamburg all the time.
Yep. I like the mountains of Pennsylvania. West Virginia. I've been to West Virginia. I've been to Virginia.
I've only been to West Virginia a couple times, and then I hear about it in the song.
Yeah. West Virginia. Yeah, we're back. I've been all over the country. There's only a few places I haven't been to in this country. Florida, one of them. Louisiana, Georgia.
I've been in
pretty much everywhere else.
I've been in every state except Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah, I've never been to Alaska or Hawaii either.
You're not missing much in Florida except for if you want to see alligators, humid, and you got to get to Daytona for a show. It's just fun. I know it's fun for the reptile show, but it's not for the expo. It's the atmosphere of Daytona.
Adam, let me ask you this question. You said you went to college in Pennsylvania. Did you go to college, Pennsylvania, and go to college? Or did you go to college in Pennsylvania in a different spot?
It blows my mind seeing people down there who own land and there's full giant mountains on their land. That's what I'm talking about. My aunt owns like a side of a mountain. Andrew knows Sturgis this year.
No, I'm not going to Sturgis. We used to We camped there when we had it.
My aunt lives in North Carolina, and she owns like half of a mountain.
Becky's grandfather owned a mountain in Virginia.
That's what I'm talking about.
He lived on the top of it, and as he needed money, he would start selling property on the bottom, and they would build houses, around the bottom of it. Doylestown, yes, been there. Bucks County, yep, been there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Born and raised in Philly.
Did you go to the Rocky statue?
Yeah, they moved it. They used to be in one spot. They keep moving it, so I don't know. But I've been to it, yes, and I've also touched the Liberty Bell. They don't let you touch Liberty Bell no more either, but I touched the Liberty Bell.
That's kind of cool.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. I don't think people understand the history of Philadelphia.
No.
They have no clue how important that city is. When people say Philadelphia, they think of the Eagles.
Yep.
Eagles.
That's pretty much, or the Flyers. That's about it.
Or Flyers,
which are better than the Penguins, by the way.
Ooh, better than them fighting. What sport is that anyway?
I'm not sure, but I think it might be hockey or lacrosse or something. I'm not sure.
I didn't know hockey was still a sport.
You're so funny.
Well, at least the Cleveland Browns are going to beat up on Pittsburgh this year.
Leonardo hockey.
No hockey. They have sports teams in Philly. Oh!
Wow.
Philly is cool. There are some crazy areas, but you'll have that. I still say the one area, it was Portland, Oregon. That's the only area that I got scared to get out of my car.
Yeah, well, you go to Kensington and Philly now, and it's bad like that.
And I Gary, Indiana would probably. I just drive through Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, I've been to Gary, Indiana. Stopped for gas, but that was it.
Dude, I wouldn't even stop for gas. I'd push it on the highway still. They'd be like, "There's gas." Nah, we're good. Gary.
Sports teams. That's funny. That is funny.
I don't watch any sports at all, but we have Blackhawks and some Bears or something. Dude,
where's Wally?
This is how bad this is. On Sundays when the expos happen, and Leo, if you go to an expo during football season, I will have my phone watching the Cleveland Browns game. It will be on when I'm selling geckos.
The only reason I say that about Pittsburgh,
he's lucky he's alive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'd have did that, but Philadelphia and Pittsburgh have a major hatred towards each other because of teams. I mean, the Pirates, they just hate each other. Hockey, especially. Jeez.
Well, hockey, they let people fight, right?
Yeah, but you know what they did? They freaking stole an icon from Philly, which was Hextall, and sent him over to the Penguins to, he's either a coach. I lost track. I think he's a coach or Vince Papali was Mark Wahlberg. Funny, because he was in a movie, right? Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Oh God. I'm on the east side of Chicago right now. Car is parked around the corner. Oh, Leo, your bloods and stuff that you bought will come back to me. No, playing.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean, there's some areas in the United States. It's like, no. My wife's like, you locked it, right? I'm like, does it matter?
That is funny, Leo. That is funny. Oh, you know what? You're probably better off not locking it, because if you lock it, they're going to break stuff to get in. If it's not locked, they're just going to look through the stuff. I don't know.
That's just bad. Does it really matter? I get to see him saying that. This is funny.
Oh, man.
I can't wait. Oh, I should tell a Big G, though, and Handy Dandy, I will be in a casino on the 29th. That's where the new Reptile show is. So when you get up here, you two, the Green Bay Reptile Expo is in a casino.
Oh,
Well, it's like in the hall of the casino or something. I don't know, but it's in the casino.
see, I was going to ask him that about the casinos. If you know, if they would let you vend, if they would let you like have a show in there or something.
Yeah,
So,
the Green Bay show, how it went, this is the third time it's moved. Dylan is like Dylan and Brittany are family. They're awesome. The first time they did it in a place called the Watering Hole, and it was a really cool building, but it was small. And he was saying it wasn't going to be big right away. Well, he got 1,000 walk through that first show. And we actually had to have the line outside and let people out because it was too crowded. So then he went to another place, and it was like an indoor beach ball like tournament place. So they put a tarp down over the sand, so you're walking on sand all day, like a tarp over it. But it was cool. It was big, and he was getting like 1,800 walk through, 1,500 walk through, and so he went to this place now, and we can get bigger. They rent us how much space we need. And I think it's going to be good because it's right across the street from the airport. It's right off the highway. So I think it's going to be a good spot.
yeah, I'm sure.
Vegas shows are awesome in convention area, in casino. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm thinking about gambling. Like, tell people like pick a card or something, and if not, you give me $50 or you win a gecko.
Yeah,
Is that legal?
I don't know. Might have to have a license for that.
Probably. Well, I had someone tell me the other day that I had to have a license to breed leopard geckos. I'm like, there's no such. Oh yes, you need a license for every species. I was like, awesome. It's probably
to sell the stuff you need a permit, right? A seller's permit.
This is a vendor's license. Yeah,
that's what I mean, like a vendor's license. But you don't need a license to breed every species.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you what, I am in control of the licenses and everything for all the species. And if you guys don't have one, I'll give you my address. You send me your animals, and I'll make sure they're taken care of.
That's what I'm talking about. And now the tax laws are changing because it used to be if I sold in Wisconsin, you would have to charge sales tax. Okay. And if I sold outside Wisconsin, you didn't have to charge sales tax.
Permits.
Well, now they're charging tax. Like if you buy something on Amazon or eBay, I'm paying tax, even if it's out of state.
Taxes. Permits for stuff. That's the one. No, because I've just checked into it now too, and they're changing it, and like now. If you sell let's say you sell a gecko, now you have to start charging taxes on it. So
how I did it at my thrift store is I was responsible for the sales tax. So if my sales said $400 and I didn't charge sales tax, I had to pay them sales tax on $400.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. That's illegal, right? Like if I sell something for $150, I don't charge you sales tax. I have to pay the sales tax.
You still have to pay it.
Yeah. So okay.
Because how it works is you're holding the money for the state or the account, whatever. And then once you do your taxes, because sales tax can be done monthly or 3 months or 6 months or a year.
Quarterly or something like that.
My thrift store was so big I did it monthly. And when someone would throw me like, oh, I want $40 no tax, I didn't care. I was like, whatever, just give me $40 and done. And I just paid the sales tax on it. Handy Danny wants to watch a movie. There is no movie watching. Hopefully Wahlberg movie so I can see Philly win something.
You know, it's funny. They actually lost that year, by the way, just so you know.
Marky Mark.
And the Funky Bunch. I don't know if, you know.
Oh, God. Now people are going to see my age. Oh, my God.
Well, thank you for stopping in.
Thank you.
Big G, thank you for stopping in, Handy Dandy. So
I'm excited. Big G and Handy Dandy coming up to Chicago. Going to be coming up in my area. We're going to be able to do some shows together.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Gecko Row just got better.
Maybe I should start doing them there too and make it that much better.
Can you imagine we get Miles, Evan, you, me, Wally, and Big G and Handy Dandy? Oh, geez. Gecko.
Why don't you
Alley.
just have a gecko convention?
That's what I'm talking about. We should. We should make a gang. We get vests.
Do you have to get beat in?
I don't know.
Like jump in? Do we have to jump people?
Yeah, we
there?
might have to do a vote on that.
Yeah.
We might have to do a vote. I'll bring 3 geckos to sell. If people are gonna be shocked, the Green Bay show, I'm not gonna have much. I'm thinking I'm gonna advertise the gecko blog or the reptile room and fauna radio and stuff.
Tangerine Bloods,
Bloods.
Damn, are smoking it like the ones I got from you, man. They are smoking. Jeez.
They do. They melt tubs. They melt tubs. Wait, one day you're gonna open it up and it's just gonna be like, whoa, it's insane what they do. The Tangerine Bloods for the gang. Whoa, I like it. The Tangerine Bloods. Done. It is over. It is done. We're getting jackets. Leonardo, you're members. Adam, you're a member. It is over.
We should get a shirt with that with a gecko in the middle. That would be cool.
Yes. And we need to get like sign language, our own sign language going.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
My sign language would be holding up a tangerine and a bottle of blood.
Yes.
Tangerine blood.
Let's go. I love it. Let's do this. I'm not joking. I like having fun just like that. This
is fun. I love it.
Have some fun and let's do what we need to do. And
if you don't have fun, it's over. You know.
I know. And the Gecko show, this will let everyone know if you're going to be in the Wisconsin area, the Green Bay show is on the 29th this month. You guys got to get there. You guys want to see me. I tell everyone about it. These go with me everywhere, and I literally put these out like car dealership. I hand these to everybody. Dylan, yeah, if you're hearing this, I need free tables, bud. Give me free tables. Everyone agrees with me.
Don't make the Tangerine Bloods come after you, man.
Yeah.
We all get out with canes because we're all crippled and old.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, it's going to be a pretty good show, and we've been rocking it out. You got some boxes. I'm going to be doing dubias. I kind of told people what the new wholesale. I will be doing a video or something about the $50 gecko thing. I don't know what I'm exactly going to call it. It's like a quality pet program or something like that.
Yeah. Tangerine Bloods, there it is.
Boom. Boom. Just boom. Now what's up? Now what's up? Now what's up? That's what I'm talking about. Man, oh man. We got 8 likes on our thing today. We even got a dislike. I like the dislikes. The dislike doubles our views.
I think it does.
I love when people dislike stuff and say stuff. I'm like, you guys are wasting your time because it's just going to help the algorithm. So
yeah, it don't matter. It's an interaction.
It's an interaction. Go with it, man. Yeah. Do you know what I do to people I don't like? You know what I do with people I don't like. I don't even watch them. I don't even add my view.
That's the way to do it, because if you watch them, they're getting a view. If you hit dislike, they're getting interaction. It adds to their algorithm to expand, because, you get enough dislikes, people are like, wait a minute, why is everybody dislike that? So then more and more people go over and watch it.
Howard Stern. It's because we put animals in boxes for pleasure. I love that. It is.
That's our logo. That's our saying.
That's it. Boom.
He gave me the name for my late night and chill. He comes up with this stuff right up the top of his head. He says, "Oh, that was a good late night and chill." I said, "Well, you know what? That's the name of the show now." When I do my Tuesdays,
Leo is awesome. I love our audience, and guys, I'm not joking. Share the hell out of Fauna Radio's YouTube channel, because I am going to give away some bloods, and Andrew's seen the bloods, and Leo's seen bloods. I'm going to give away a pair of bloods. If we don't reach 1,000 until 2022, who knows? I might even up it. I might give away a tangerine blood Tremper albino and a pair of bloods. We're just gonna do something. We're gonna make it blow. I'm gonna I'm going to personally cover shipping. It's going to cost you nothing. You're just going to get a box. And if you don't want geckos, leopard geckos, and you want something else I produce, we can do it. I mean, the value of the bloods is a lot, so I don't care if, like, let's say I have mossy leaf tails, you want mossies, or next year if my alligators breed, you want an alligator lizard or something, we can do that too. Yep. Cave geckos. Well, them are hatched. We hatched them already, but I got 2 more I'm waiting on right here. See, they're in there. I don't know how many I'm going to have.
Have you been keeping track of days to kind of figure out how long it takes?
This was 2 months. I write down the date on the top. These hatch guys. These already hatched.
Oh, I was going to say, I seen an egg in there.
Yeah, these ones didn't hatch. These were laid on 7/6. So they've been in there for 30 days. These hatched on the 62nd day. But these were kind of mixed up because I had them in 80 degrees for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I brought them in here because I lost 2 eggs because I think it was too warm. Now these other ones, I'm thinking it's going to be like 80 days.
Yeah, I know the Pictogecko eggs took a long time, it seemed like. And I didn't write down the dates that they were laid because I don't know the exact date when they're laid. I just check it every couple days and pull eggs out of there. Yeah. But that one hatched. I was excited to see that. Now the other one should be just weeks behind, I guess. It seemed like it took forever, though.
That's what I'm talking about. It's going to be awesome, though. You're going to get Picta. Picta breed like rabbits. I don't care what people say.
I know. I got a bunch of them.
Picta breed like
eggs.
Rabbits. That's why we got to get you goblins. I'm going to pick up goblins for you at the next show. And cool. The babies goblins are tiny, so they let them grow up to like 2-3 weeks, I think, and they'll be good for the Picta. I got Sweet. Those. The other ones that are tiny is shadows. Shadows babies are tiny, so shadows are cool too. Shadows, I should just throw some shadows. I got tons of shadows. I should just throw a bunch in a tub for you when I send you the next box.
Yeah, they're cool as shit.
You're gonna run out of room.
I got a whole house next door.
Let's fill it up. How many venomous snakes can we keep there? Can you keep venomous in North Dakota?
If I do it for learning reasons, not to have personal, like, they're funny about it. They raided a house that had drugs in it in Bismarck. And when they went in there was 9 of the top 10 deadliest, most venomous snakes there, and they right away started passing laws on that before anybody could even argue it. So, but you have to, if you say you're doing it for educational purposes, you got to go through this, go in front of a board and prove to them you know what you're doing.
How about South Dakota?
South Dakota, I think it's okay.
I have to email Terry, ask him.
Yeah, he would know.
Find out what's up. We do a zoo.
Because it's got land down there, they got all kinds of rattlesnakes down. Well, prairie rattlesnakes, but you walk out the door, they're right there.
North Dakota is the only one. When I drove through North Dakota, I don't know, 20 years ago, there at the rest stops they had, please don't go off sidewalk, rattlesnakes in the area.
Yeah, they got them here. They got that down there. In Arizona's got it. Becky, we pull into the mountains of Arizona right outside of Phoenix. She goes, I got to go to the bathroom. So she got out of the van. And right by there in the parking lot was a sign that says, don't venture too far, venomous animals inhabit this area. And it was a picture of a scorpion and a black widow and a rattlesnake. And she's like, we'll go somewhere else. Got back in the van.
Do you know what that would have told me? Guess where
I'm going? Look around.
I'm going to go out there. I would pull off in Arizona when I was going down to the Grand Canyon. I have a picture of like a Dorito bag and beer bottles. That was just random off on a road, and there was nothing else, no towns, nothing. You couldn't see nothing. It was just mountain and desert. And I was out there walking around, and my wife's like, "Can you get bit?" And I'm like, "If I do, well, we'll drive to a hospital, aren't we?"
Yeah, kind of looks that way. They got like 9 different rattlesnakes down there too.
Yeah, the rattlesnakes are, but I mean, at the same time, if you're not over there flipping over stones and putting your hands in little cubbies. You'll be safe. You'll be fine. I mean, you're not going to die. I mean, the sidewinders aren't good. Are there sidewinders down in Arizona?
I believe there is on the border of there in California, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're down there. But that's my favorite thing about the venomous snakes. That'd be my favorite part. So, all right, it got late.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add to the show today?
No, it's great. I can't wait to do a video on the African fat tails. That's going to be fun. I got a video tomorrow coming out about the isopods, and today's video, if you guys go check out my channel, is the Gary video.
Poop in a tub. That's what every single one pooped. I mean, I don't feed my geckos. I don't know why they poop.
No.
Like every single one of them pooped. I was like, whatever. I was like, I didn't want that to happen. I was like, don't poop on me. But all right, guys. So I appreciate everyone tuning in, and we will catch you next week. We are going to start advertising now. We're going to get Wally on.
We're Wally next week, yes. So peace out, people, and see you next week.
See you guys.